metagame, or at least just slipped under the radar. But characters like Zelda, they're really good with that. So I want to see if DaMan is able to bust that out. A great way to shake pressure off of yourself. Even if they don't hit your shield, you can just preemptively do jump Neighbor's Love, and it has such a wide hitbox.
Yeah.
That it's really good. Also, with Snake, keeping you pinned down in your shield with a lot of grenades, maybe from half screen you're going to need to just pop out and do that.
Exactly.
I think Snake is one of those characters that Zelda is good against, especially among the top tiers. You've got ways to send his projectiles back at him, and you've got ways to outzone him in some regards with the Phantom. Wow. By the way, that sword swinging all the way to the platform.
Huge. It covers so much area. That Phantom, like, that sword looks bigger than the Buster Sword, man. I didn't even think there was a sword in Smash that was bigger than the Buster Sword, but and this Zelda Phantom definitely showing us that, you know, there might be a sword. And right now, I mean, both of these characters are setup based, so it's going to be really like how both of these players utilize their setup tools to kind of outswing the other person's setup game in their favor. And this might be a matchup where usually Snake 99% of the time can play his game. But against this character, he might not be able to play his game.
Yeah, I think, like you were saying, comparable to the Belmonts, they also do very well against him just because he doesn't get to stay away the whole time and throw things at you because the other guy's throwing stuff too.
Yep. And Snake does not have the luxury of a reflector, so Zelda definitely can neutralize some of his setup game. Ooh, man, trying to get that feisty upbeat. But look, that neutral be such a good tool in those scramble situations, man.
Yeah, it really is. Comes out very quickly, has invincibility.
Yeah,
But just throw it out.
Here comes the grenade, rainstorm, but the lightning kick, one of the hyper moves for sure, even all the way back from melee, man. When you see the lightning kick connect the sweet spot, it's just hyper. So here's the Phantom setup. Oh, and that big slash, he just went through all of it, but he did die in the process there. I don't know if there's still the cooldown or... Yeah, but having that Nehru's Love is going to be really good against the Nikita as well. Something that is a terror for most characters, and I might even say invalidates certain matchups, at least off stage for them.
It definitely invalidates a lot of recoveries.
Yes. Oh, man, and Lemmay taking a lot of damage here.
Yeah, this is getting out of control really quickly. Not sure if his tag is DaMan like that or DaMan like it says on the spreadsheet, but either way, he's looking like the man right now, man of the hour.
Ooh, that forward smash so close. And again, just those scramble situations. He was lagging from forward smash and just was able to throw out that hitbox. And look at how big it is. We
were talking about the ledge traps that Inkling has, the set play they're able to use with their Splat Bomb. Zelda, same thing. Charge that Phantom up, just let it sit there, and then cover the option your opponent's going to use to get around it. Very often, that'll be jump from the edge. Zelda with a very powerful up air, we can see come into effect in that situation a lot.
Oh, yeah, for sure. The down air, though, will stomp him out. Lemmay taking that first stock off DaMan, and we'll see if we can close it out. Snake definitely known for being able to tank very, very well, but Zelda has a lot of kill power at her disposal.
Yeah, man, going back to Melee when they debuted this character, it's like she's the one that kills, Sheik's the one that does the damage. Okay, we didn't see that ring true, but of course, I'd say as of Smash 4 and going into Ultimate, it's certainly true. You can't switch between them anymore, so yeah. Rest in peace to that cool gimmick.
To beat his shield or to the ledge, and oh, almost getting that sneaky kill, but DaMan is starting to take a good amount of damage. This throw should do the trick, though. Zelda has the up throw and back throw as kill throw options in this game.
Yeah, the magical yeet, man. Just gonna throw you at light speeds.
Let's see if DaMan can get some extra damage, though. Right now, Lemmay doing a really good job, not taking too much, continuing this ledge trap. But oh, the Nehru's Love coming in clutch once again. I feel like Lemmay might, I mean, not too much people know this matchup, honestly. Zelda, not the most popular character, so not a lot of people aren't really used to fighting a character with that quick of an option. It has some iframes as well, invincibility frames, so it can be pretty tricky to deal with.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like they're just mashing it out, right? But there is counterplay. It's got a decent amount of end lag. Just haven't seen Lemmay quite adjust to this matchup, it seems.
Yeah, and like we said, it not only does he probably not know the Zelda matchup, but just not being able to play Snake like you usually do, it can be really difficult. Like we point out time and time again, Snake is a character that usually can play his game. Man, that up air almost took him off the top, though.
Yeah, like 65 before the hit, too. Zelda hits really hard, man. You got to watch out for it. And that's another thing I think makes Snake struggle in this matchup. Your survivability is not what it's normally used to, not what you're used to it being.
But Lemmay is going to finally wipe that second stock. We got one stock apiece, but DaMan with quite a lead here. And yes, you can release that Phantom whenever you want, even if it's not fully formed. The sword not there, but the up air taking Lemmay off the top.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that this matchup is either close to even or a little bit difficult for Snake. Obviously, up close, you definitely outbox her. She doesn't have the same tools in close quarters that Snake does. But are you going to be able to get there is the question. And Snake, not a very mobile character. Obviously, you've got a good burst option in dash attack, but that's not going to place you in boxing range. It's going to hit them away one time. Then you have to get a setup going, which sometimes she could just reflect away. If it's an up smash, just send it back at you. If it's a grenade, either ignore it or blow it up or send it back at you.
Zelda's win screen is so cool. She's definitely
sassy.
flexy. She's flexing with that fire right now.
Like, you know?
Like, dang, man. And I mean, that's how she took the stock, man, right off the top. Exploded on him.
Those fingers.
And another thing to note, too, about the Phantom is we did see earlier towards the end on that last stock, you can release it at any time. So if Zelda feels threatened at any point while the Phantom is set up, she can just fling it out. The Phantom will throw out a punch. The sword not quite ready just yet. But yeah, it does have that option. And the only way to stop the Phantom is you have to hit Zelda before the Phantom goes off. And like you said, to be able to do that, you got to be next to her for the most part. Or just have maybe one of your projectiles. But yo, dang, Lemmay switching right off. And this is a matchup, actually, we were talking about earlier. The Buzz actually thinks Zelda wins this matchup. That Neru's Love is going to be a very, very good tool, reflecting the Pikmin throw. And, I mean, it's not too crazy if a Pikmin gets latched onto Olimar. He can just whistle it back. But that is just time that you have to take to do that.
But, of course, just like we were saying with Snake, up close, Olimar, I'd give the edge to him in this matchup.
Yes.
It's just going to be a matter of closing that distance. And will we see Lemmay be able to do that? I'm not sure. So far, definitely a better showing than he had with Snake. But also, grenades can interrupt the charge on the Phantom because they blow up.
Yep.
But the Pikmin don't have a real hitbox. They're not going to induce knockback on your opponent unless it's the purple one. So we're going to see the Phantom kind of come out a lot easier in this matchup than it would be against Snake.
Ooh, but that forward smash, almost taking the stock here on Yoshi's Island Brawl. Oh, man. And another thing, too, is like, I feel like what you brought up earlier is a really big point because when Olimar does get into boxing range, I just feel like he has at least more like combo-y tools. Like Snake definitely has the kill power, but Olimar also a little shorter too. So, you know, little short stubby guy coming in can kind of dip and dive through all these projectiles he's trying to deal with. That Phantom sweeping low is going to be a big deal.
Yeah, the slant of the stage too, it's fine for him. He's just going to coast along it. Oh, I don't even know what killed him there, but I think it was the Phantom.
Yeah, and just covering multiple options there, and that is the powerful thing about these setup-based characters like Zelda or even like Snake, being able to set up multiple threats and cover multiple options on the ledge, and even getting the stock in Zelda. The Phantom's so strong, and oh my goodness, the shield pressure.
It lets you attack for free too, because you have the cover of that additional hitbox coming out.
Yeah.
Like syncopated, you know, not on the same timer as your own attack, so you can just make sure your hitbox comes out first, then the Phantom slashes, and you're safe. By the time he's done attacking, you're out of end lag.
And I'm going to take that stock, and ooh, that's another thing that the Neru's Love can. Are you? Oh, he almost died. He almost died at 86 after the hit.
I don't have words for that, man. That move is so good, and you can see it's kind of polarizing against characters that don't have the burst to get through to Zelda and hit her first.
Yeah, and right now, ooh, that is your stock, and you know, he's a little stubbier, he's a little hard to hit, but when my man switched to Olimar, he definitely gave up a lot of that weight Snake brings to the table.
Yeah, survivability is so important against a powerful character like this. Oh, Purple gonna stuff that Farrar's win on startup.
Dang, man, and right now, the man, all right, there's the Phantom, but my man's was going in with the upbeat, man.
That Phantom just swinging at the stage and, I hate this Spanish!
You had 3 bands, man.
That Phantom's my spirit animal right now, man.
Oh, but 2 purples online, and one big deal about Olimar is he does technically get better. Ooh, man, that hurts.
Oh,
man.
Oh.
Okay, all right. The Snake was better, man.
Yeah, the Snake did do better marginally. You know, got that second knockout, was able to take DaMan to his last stock. But right now, the Buzz is looking right because that did not look